Hiacam zaedesnobody asked for posing like a decent human.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Well, see, this is why that right there, that autofocus was why I've kept it on manual. I was like, you know what? Every single Monday, I have to refocus it. I was like, maybe I'll just set it back to autofocus. And just there, I remembered why I don't freaking set it to autofocus. Why did it just unfocus my face? What the hell? How's it going, guys? Happy Monday. It's a Monday. It's a Monday that, you know, I had to wake up early for finally. The vacation's over. The unpaid vacation is over. I'm back to having to earn money. I know, it's... I was telling my parents, I was like, hey, would you mind just winning the lottery already? Like, I don't want to work. They're like, oh, apparently it's not a good chance of winning. Go figure, huh? Go figure. But, or I guess so, we gotta work. Over the weekend, made some adjustments. The autofocus that clearly has, is gonna be a problem potentially, and I might need to redisable, is one of them. But you know, now I can just, you know, I'll be like, ooh, look at this. You can look at focus on it. It's cool. You know, like, ooh, it's Camera cap. Oh. You're gonna be like, oh, look at that. Anyway, over the weekend, I was looking into some character stuff, and I was figuring out what the aesthetic of the main character is. So I'll share that in a bit. And today I finally got in touch with the person who's going to be making the character. So starting that whole process, which is good. Still gotta send him the concept images and all that good stuff. Probably should send him the money too. But I'll do that once I confirm how much. I remember how much roughly, but I just want to get the written number just in case. Makes it easy. But yeah, should be good today. We're gonna be doing something a little different. So I've been taking my characters out of Unreal and bringing them into Blender to render 8-directional sprites. Now, that's cool and all, but I want to do that from Unreal. I don't want to bring it into Blender. I just want to render it directly from Unreal. So we're setting that up. I started already because I had to look into freaking movie render queue, which I hate with a passion. And there's already some things I had to figure out and work around to just have the character stand still and play the animation. I know, crazy thought. A non-moving thing to render, that couldn't be hard. It's not as simple as you think, for whatever reason, but the plan is to have 8-directional renders all done within Unreal. I'm not sure of the best way of doing some things on. So I want probably some lighting on the characters built into it, and then also do a normal map pass. Probably. Why camera? What was behind me there that was so interesting that you wanted to refocus? I might need to turn off the freaking autofocus, aren't I? Hey, Tutimon, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So I need to do a directional, and I'm thinking of potentially doing a rim lighting effect on the character. If I do that, I need to look into a lot of stuff. So today will be that, basically. Well, I'll go over what the character's aesthetic will be probably a little later in the stream. But for now, we'll get into just setting up the render stuff and having 8-directional renders all in Unreal. Let's do it. For now, though, I have this, which directory, which currently renders character and the actual where's the sprite? And then the outline would be done here. And actually, that looks pretty good, I will say. It doesn't have no map pass or any of that. Let's see, here's the. I guess I should probably do one of these. There you go. Why did it not do outline for all of them? can you do outline for all of them? Why is it not doing outline for all of them? I know it's possible. Ba, 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 ba. Sprite. Layer. Frame. How do you do it? How do you do it for all of them? Yeah, let welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Why did your game take so long to release? And why isn't there a demo to try? Well, first of all, what do you mean it took so long to release? It's not released. And there is a demo. It's called Patreon. Because it's pre-alpha. Currently. Prototyping. Hey guys, welcome in. How's it going? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. A sprite outline multiple frames. How do you do alt? I did multiple before. You mean it takes so long? I mean, first of all, I've been almost doing it for 2 years. 2, it's part-time. 3, I'm solo. I'm sorry, do you think, like, how long do you think a game takes to make? What do you mean? How long do you think it takes a solo person to make a game of a larger scale? I think you're underestimating that by a lot. A lot. Ah, it's freaking here, isn't it? Hold on. So if I did this and then made it all, okay. There we go. Okay, well, it did also the ones that I had before. But it works. Okay. Go. Anyway. It was just testing. I don't actually need it. Okay, so what I want to do is a few things. Right now, it's only rendering for 1 frame, which is fine. I want to test a few things. First of all, is there any way for me to add something to the scene that only a single camera can see? And I'm not sure, so let's find out. New 5.7 using the render queue. Is there a way of having a light or something else be only visible from a specific camera? Because the idea is if I can add a rim light, it would need, I can't put a rim light 360 because I'll put the camera's 360. No, that's the answer I didn't want to see. Not have a built-in way to make a light as most scene elements affect or be visible only from one specific camera while rendering with movie render queue. If your goal is different lighting per camera, separate render jobs with different light setups. Yeah. Okay, well let's just see what it looks like, I guess, if I was to add a rim light. Just for shits and giggles, you know? Maybe the rim light wouldn't even look good. But let me. Gonna. Here. Okay, so if I did run it local, I might even not see any difference. I wish. Can I? Is there a way of like framing this? Like center it. View. How do I center on screen? A sprite center. And there has to be a way of doing it. What I'm seeing is old. Okay, you know what? Google fails me yet again. How do I center the preview and a split? Back to Grok. F7. Okay, well, I guess that works. Sort of? No. No, because I still move it here. I guess I need to click this. Click this. So this is the one that clearly doesn't have the rim lighting. This is the one that has the rim lighting. It is such a small difference. Let's do a... let's increase the intensity a lot. And see if it makes a difference. Why are you brighter in the front? What? Why? Huh. Okay, let's try something like this. Why are you... I want it to be dark. I mean, you know what? Let's just try it. Let's just see what it gives me. There's no point. Giant tests. First, let's figure out what works. Let's see. Yes, it does work. No, it doesn't look good. Basically is the answer. So I think this could be a good baseline then. Okay, so we'll leave it without the light. That makes it simpler. Good. The next thing to try out is the normal map. So, I have video to help. How do you... I need passes. That's the old way of doing it. Here, so it's under post-process materials. Okay. So under here, and I'll just move myself. There you go. Additional post-process materials. So this is depth by default and motion. So movie render queue world normal. Perfect. I'll call this normal. Say enabled. Okay. Good. Next, what is one? He's adding more. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Yeah, just explaining what the different ones are. I just want to know how to render it. He's making you output, but why? Runner subname. Now hold on. So, hold on. Camera name. Let's do. Renderer subname is what it'll ask for. Try you. So, if I did this, save. Why did he just flash when I save? Don't know. Let's kill the spotlight. We're not doing spotlight. Spotlight bad. Spotlight bad. Okay. So now if I hit local render. Okay, it says beauty. I don't think that's correct. Hey, sir, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. That's the first image. This is the second one, and then the rest are just blank. Something tells me that this movie render queue world normal material is not correct. What if we tried this? I use high precision 32-bit. Oh, let's not do that. Maybe that was also the problem. Turn off the high precision. I don't want high precision. No high precision, please. Give me regular 8-bit, please. For the love of God. No, it's empty. Good start. Hey, Toby, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You like trains? Trains are cool. You just installed Dolphin. Congratulations. I'm gonna take a wild guess and assume that it is Linux. Because Linux, I know, has a lot of weird names for things. Is it Linux? Nintendo Wii emulator. I was very wrong. It's updated so it plays high def games. Nice. I mean, no, don't pirate from Nintendo. Look, I've pirated games in the past, so I can't say anything. For the Wii. The Wii, out of all things, probably very difficult to get if you wanted to right now. What is this material? See, this is looking correct. What is... What? Why do I not see this? Is it because of lossless? I mean, I don't know. Oh, why is it? It's empty. There's nothing here. Okay, just for shits and giggles, let's try a different one. World depth, sure. Just to see if it's working in general. No. Also blank. Okay. Okay. The emulator is legal. It's the game source. Nintendo would like to have a word with you about that. But I believe, yes, emulators themselves aren't illegal. It's getting the games that's illegal. I think it's something like that. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. But well, the way Nintendo is, as long as you're not distributing it, chances are no one's going to come for you. If you're distributing it, that's a different story. That doesn't mean they can't, but chances are they won't. Okay, let's figure out what's going on. I'm using the movie render graph, I believe it's called. Movie render graph, and I have enabled a process. What's it called? Additional post-processing material. On the deferred render. And set it to world normal and disabled the 32-bit option. The resulting renders are like why? You got 1 million copies of Poke Park for sales? Is Poke Park a game? I don't know all the Pokemon games. I only know like the regular Pokemon games, and there's Snap. I remember that one. Never played. Always wanted to because it seemed cool. But here's why this happens, how to fix the work around it. When you add a blah, 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 blah. Create a custom render pass, yep. Overrides or replaces the default final color output for that render layer job. A robot for like world number is technical data texture. Often, your material only outputs this buffer without blending back the scene color. If you want world normal render pass, separate output, use the built-in world normal render pass. Or in the movie render graph, add your as a separate output via dedicated render layer or custom pass node. Huh? But what's the point of having it here? Yeah. What? I don't get it. Include beauty render and output. Yeah, we want that. It does beauty render. Just want also a world normal. Here. You walk around as a Pikachu? Game you're creating in Unreal right now from 2009. I never knew. Cool. Walk around as Pikachu? Wait. Do you capture Pokemon as Pikachu? Or do you just befriend things? Is that how it works? You can main deferred render node, change from beauty render, blah, blah, blah. To output the normal as a separate file, recommend clicking posting. Add a deferred render node. It's additional post-processing materials. Add, yep. Ensure no other override the beauty of branching. Connect this to a separate file output node. Zimmer temporal AA. I need aliasing if edges look noisy. But hold that doesn't explain things. Hey Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. is it? I'm outputting to PNG, and it's set to only output the normal map, but it's blank. Hey, Elbow, welcome in. How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. Balloons generate from -1 to 1 after remapping with values in 0 to 1 range. The distribution clusters around 0.5 mg. PNG clamps. Wait, how do you... Oh, hold on a second. I'm trying to recreate the normal render view from there. You had neural map issues with PNG yesterday? What happened? Yeah, mine kept normal. This is the difference from raw world normals, mostly migrate, create the material. Okay, so we need to have a new one, different material. Blendable location before tone map, important for accuracy. Shading model, unlit. Add scene capture node, set to world normal. Transform from world to view. Okay, let's try this. World normal. Okay. Post process. What's it called? Not scene capture. Scene texture. World normal. And we're going from world normal to view space. No, I want I think I want world space still. Do I not want world space? You found something useful, ChatGPT? What is it? You were editing a Megascan model neural map in Photoshop and exporting in PNG. It was exporting as 8-bit and looked very different when importing back into EE. Did you figure out exporting in 32-bit? I guess it depends on what the original file format was. If it was 8-bit originally or 32-bit originally. Our game Essence from Fab has text and decals and Chinese writing on the flags and stuff. You're able to get ChatGPT to give you those images without the extra writing, so you have blinked flags. Oh, nice. Cool. So if I, hold on, if I did saturate here, even this gives me the same result. Okay, what if I just try to apply this material? I'll check it out in a moment. Let's do this. Just quit test render. No, still blank. You know what? I'm gonna do just a different test real quick. Scene color. Output. Okay. Scene diffuse color. Just give me something. I just want to make sure that it even works at all. No, even diffuse color gives me nothing. Okay, that now at least we've figured that out. Let's see your thing. Oh, nice. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that works. You made the Pokemon. Wait, if you made the Pokemon one, then why did you need to remove the Pokemon from it? Or did you forget to have it be layered? And you accidentally drew it all in one layer? Yeah, I see that. Oh, okay. You removed the Chinese characters, made it the clean one, which is the third image, and then you added the Pokemon ones at top. Okay, I got it. Makes sense. Got it. Nice. Looks good. I got there in the end. I just created a post-process material that just had scene texture set to diffuse color and output to emissive. Using that, it's still blank in the render. Something's going on. Is it a valid exposed scene texture ID? Yes, it is. What? Why is... Grok isn't being helpful right now. Grok isn't being helpful. Is it because it's PNG? Just for shits and giggles. JPEG sequence. Try some stuff. It won't have the transparency, but... Oh. I think JPEG actually works. Hold on. This, go back to, world normal. I mean, I probably want to do... Do I want to do the world normal? Or do I want to do... Do I want to convert it? I've been using them, Madcap, but... So I don't know what it's doing. I thought it was world, but maybe it's not world. What is happening right now? You're confused, switching the model to in Unreal to export sprites. I'm trying to set up a system where I can have my adirectional sprite rendering done in Unreal without having to take the character into Blender. That's what I'm looking at. So I can, in Unreal, render 8 directional sprites for all my animations. Because I'm starting to, by the way, I can show the new design for the main character as well. That some people have come in. But basically, right now my workflow is character in Unreal, bring it into Blender, reassign the materials, that whole system, make it unlit, but then I have a way of rendering 8 directional, the sprite 8 directions, and doing the normal map as well, and get that all out. So what I want to do is, instead of that, because I'm now hiring a character person to make the character, it'd be good to see the final preview of what it would actually be once spritified, or whatever you want to call it. Over here, freaking camera, to be in Unreal, so you just see what the result will be. So that's what I'm setting up, and it would be good to just bypass not needing to go into Blender to just do renders. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing now. I can show the current designs, redesigns, whatever you want. Of the character. Now, this is not final designs. This is still like TBD because there's going to be a few different. But this is the general idea of the main character. General idea. This is probably the closest one to the idea of the main character. Okay. Post test. General idea of the main character, like I said. So that's where it's going. Any questions, comments, concerns about the design of the main character? Or the general idea behind the design of the main character? Like I said, one of the main things that I want to have is I want the main character to be attractive. There's too much of making the main character be unattractive. Obviously, this is like not the final design or anything like. After talking with the character artist, we're probably going to be dropping the fabric in the front because that just causes issues like when the character runs. So, right, there's the most literal breastplate is right. That whole design is going to be something else, but there's a general idea. I definitely want the best way I can describe it is the Asian character aesthetic. I mean, I don't know what a better way of describing it, because right, it's if you look at games from China, Korea, right, they all look very different to the Western style of characters, right? And I'm going more toward that style than the American style. People who say they want realistic characters don't get the idea of escapism. You want to play the pick-me character every time. Yeah. I don't play games because I want realism. I want to play the overly muscular, dude, or the, like I want, whether it's a guy or a girl, to be like attractive in either way. Over sexualized in one way or the other way, it doesn't really matter. I just want them to be attractive. So whatever I play, that's what I want. So that's going to be the general idea behind it. So I want to show the design. Have a few more. Right, again, I was doing a bunch of figuring out, generating these. There's some things that I like from one versus another, right? but that's kind of the general direction of the characters. Like, I want the main character to be like, if you saw the character, you'd want to know what game it's from. Right? I think if I get that, that is like the ideal. Right? Because then the character design is an advertisement for the game. Effectively. Right. Yeah, that's kind of what I got. And it's just, and I'm still trying to figure out what resolution I want the sprites to be and all that. Hey, Lucy here. Welcome in to chat. I hope you guys doing well. You play a game for the experience, not the mechanics or cool features of the game. I mean, yes, but I don't know. If you gave me a turn-based game, I would just be happy with because of the mechanics. I break it down to just I play games for fun. What I personally find fun, whether it's mechanics, whether it's puzzles, whether it's visuals, whether whatever, doesn't really matter. In the end, I'm doing it to have fun. That's how I just boil it all down to. Yeah, design. Okay, so now that we know that JPEG was, I think, the problem, right? Let's go back to our render. Let's just double check this. Oh, right, no, I wanted to check. No, we want to check what the matcap one is. See here. So using render queue for rendering sprite, why don't you use scene capture and create a texture directly? Because I need full-on animations done, and it just seems easier if I want full sequences of multiple directions to do it in a render queue where I can control everything from quality to settings to anything else. That's why. And trust me, I hate movie render queue with a passion. There are a few things that I hate more than movie render queue. I can't think of any right now that I hate more than movie render queue. But unfortunately, it is the best way of doing it. If I think of something that I hate more than movie render queue, I'll let you know. But right now, I can't think of a single thing. How can I recreate the matcap normal material from Blender as a post process? I don't think that's a world normal. I mean, it could be a world. Classic Blender, normal matcap, blah, 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 blah. Not a raw normal pass. It's a view space, camera space, normal visualization. Raw world normals are set on word aligned, while Cycle's normal maps is often object or tangent space. So post-process material, world normal, transform to view or camera. Okay, let's do that. Using a tool from the Fab Store. to do that with animations. I think he's using scene capture, not render queue. That's what I'm asking. And there's multiple ways of doing it. The main thing is, right, in using movie render queue, I can set it up to have all the settings I want at render. It does come with other issues that I have already, some that I already figured out around. But I think it depends on really what you're trying to get out of it. From what I know, you can get higher quality and more control using movie render queue. I could be wrong. World space to camera space. Or do I want view space? I don't think there's a difference. I guess there's not. Okay, let's just try that. Where did it go? Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. It's hot pink. Honestly, that looks correct. Let's do a test. How do I test this? Sprite action. Well, I guess on this one only. Actually, let's do. Let's do it a little differently for this test. I don't need to do it this way. I don't have the alpha on this one. That's fine. No, let's do it properly. Let's do it properly. Let's get the alpha. I don't know why PNG doesn't work with normal one. This is okay. Get these guys in. Hey, it's TV. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. The dude from YouTube talking about your. Oh, the dude from YouTube is talking about your plugin. You're looking around. Oh yeah, did you make that plugin? Nice. Output. I mean, I only need one, so export, and then this. I don't know if this is correct, but export.
Stream on life support until the AD demons are exorcised.
That's time. Well, ads are going. I'll be right back. I'm back. You're not the only one who do that in Unreal, but it's funny if that's the case, yeah. Could be. Could be. The world may never know. I mean, I say that, but very much could know. They can admit it, one way or another. Why is it focusing on the... I'm remembering why I turned off the autofocus. Why, camera? Why does it focus behind me sometimes? Like, I understand if there was something exciting happening, but I left and I came back. It should refocus. Ads are almost done, though. Almost there. Welcome back, Aguts. Girlfriend went to sleep. It's finally cold where you are. Nice. So you finally got some peace and quiet? Congratulations. Yep. Oh, I don't need this. Okay. I want to grab... Yes. And then this needs to be a... and you grab the one from my character. Oh, I don't have the one from my character. I guess for now I should do lit sprite. Masked lit sprite material. Is it working? I don't think it's working. Turn off the grid snapping. No. That doesn't seem like it's working. Oh, why is that additional textures not here? Did it not pull it in? Oh, it did it. Oh, it's because it was different. The naming was wrong. Just need to delete everything. Kill it all. Kill it all. Goodbye. Go away. I need to... remove these. JPEG is the one I want to keep. That's the original. So I want to do this, delete it, and then I'll put it in a new folder. And then it'll be correct name. So I want to put these in here. because otherwise it would have the same name as the other one, which it really does not want, or I don't want it to have the same as the other one. Okay, now save. I might still need to. Oh, there we go. Now I brought in both. Mask lit sprite material, and now if we take a look. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this works. This is the setup. I say this is the setup, but is that right? It feels like the value or the like from here, this seems almost correct. Right? That seems right. But from here, it almost feels wrong. Right? Why does it feel wrong from here, but right from here? Right, that is correct. But what? It's like it's from the front here, even though it's behind still on the left. Again, you MC. Yeah, I showed it off a bit ago while you were gone, so you can rewind and see it. Is Unreal one color is inverted for the normal map, if you remember? Oh, true. Let's try flipping the green channel. That is a good point. Oh, why is this not set to normal map? That's the other problem. It's not set to normal map, so now it is. Okay. And then, where is it? Green. That made no difference. Oh, it did make some difference. Okay, no, it's sort of. I think maybe it's the model. It's weird, right? It seems weird. It's almost like it's a hard edge here, right? It's almost like it's from the front. Because I would expect. Oh, you know what it is? No, I'm being stupid. This is correct. The character is freaking angled. So from this side, obviously, it's more side on compared to here, where it's literally would be a rim light, right? Because it's rim light versus, well, I mean, the back is still not working correctly. It still shouldn't be this, but at least, right, this and this now checks out, because that's, so it doesn't know front and back, I will say, right? I mean, it does on this, right? This is still not technically the correct one, but I mean, it's never going to be perfect. It just needed to be somewhat, like, get the general idea of the lighting around. So this is fine. This is the correct setup. And new attack animations come when the new character is in, obviously. For those that weren't here before, this is the general idea of the new character, of the new main character. For those that missed it before, just as a quick thing. Yeah, but this works. it seems. Okay. The compression, the normal map is very odd for 2D pixels. Yeah. So it makes sense. One thing I wanted to really quick is, do I need to flip the green channel? Is it better with the flip green channel? I don't think I need to do flip green on this one. It's weird. No, I think I do. Because if I look at the knees here, right? If I move this up, right, it's still flat here, but if I do flip green, then it's almost like from above, and if I move it down, right, I feel like the flipping is correct. No, this seems right. Okay. Flip green still. Good to know. Okay. You know what we can do, though? Since I'm making the material, I can do a split components. Make vector 4. That's a new looking thing. Or maybe I just never used make. I tend to use a pen many, to be fair. I've never used make vector 4. What I still couldn't tell you what the difference is. Did I try a matcap yet? Well, that's what I used to do in Blender. I used the matcap materials. So I'm basically trying to recreate it. I'm gonna turn off the. I was excited about turning it back on. I was like, maybe, finally. Freaking autofocus. I turn it back off after the stream. I can't tell what the difference is here, but I guess this one allows you to have even more? I don't know. So what I can do is red, blue, and then just flip green myself. 1 minus. That doesn't look right. You know what? I'll just flip the green channel. You know what? It's fine. It's just like what I was doing before. You know what? I'm just. That's so ominous. I love that. Yeah. But what we need to do is add ourselves a new output. This is going to be, can I rename this? How do I rename this? Oh, I have to rename it here. This is the normal pass. And what I need to do is this. So on the deferred render, I don't do the normal. And on this one, we do the additional post-process normal. We do not include the beauty. So this is going to be the beauty. And this is going to be the normal map. Can I tell it to just do the same stuff? No. Render layer, I don't know, character, no. I don't think it matters. Switching to a scary game, I see. Yeah. I figured the direction I was going for the game just wasn't sitting right with me, so I figured if I would do what truly calls to me my true passion, horror games. You like the render queue thing? Definitely more easier to do all in editor, than to do all editor widgets would be. Yeah, jeez. This is the first time today was the first time I've even seen this new system. It's kind of nice. Normal pass. Yeah, normal pass. Don't forget to invert Z. G. Is that right? I fear. My first thought immediately after hearing that is, I fear no man, but that thing scares me from TF2. I showed the video off a bit ago. Freaking. It's the only TF. That's not the only TF2 one that I remember. It's the one that I remember the most. Let's try this and see what it gives me. Open folder, render. Missing extracting layer name format token. Well, I don't want layer name. Automatically add. I don't want layer name. Oh, no, I do want layer name because it's just called differently now, right? No, that's correct, that's correct. So here I was doing render subname, but what I want now, instead of render subname, I want layer name. Because I'm not doing render subname. I want layer name. And then here, let's see if this works. Render. I love how it does two at once. Oh, okay, no complaints. That looks pretty good. Okay. Good. Okay, let's do. Okay, so now that we have this, let's do a few quick changes. First of all, let's go to you. I'll put myself here. So this is the level sequence. It's very complicated, as you can see. So complicated, and the camera here is so complicated. What I want to see is, how do I set the frame range here with a value? Is it down here? No. Where do I set this value? Can I, if I go here to 100 and I right click, set end time? No, end time is 99. That wasn't 100. I do not. Right, it's just. It just goes to where I right clicked, which is not very accurate. I want exact. So that way, if I know the anim sequence is a certain amount of frames, I consider it to be that many frames. Using 4 render targets because the alpha is reverted. Clear the render target. Delay because why not? Oh yeah, that sounds like a nightmare. Dear God. What is this? This is 88. 88 is just where the frame I'm on, so that doesn't help me. Oh, what about this button? Set playback. Aha! Figured it out. You type it in here, and then you press this button. Okay. And we probably want to set the start frame to be 1. Okay. Now, the other question is, I have it set to 15 frames a second. 125, 125, 15 frames a second. Let me see what it renders. Now that I know it's 100 frames. And I render it. No shot camera actor starts on a subframe. Render range has been rounded to the previous frame to make output numbers align with sequencer. Okay. So we have 0, 1. Okay, so it's in order up to 49. I mean, that's fine, right? That's every other. That is correct. So what I want to do, though, is I want to change what the frame it starts on. Frame offset 1. And that means that this should go back to being at 0. And I guess 99. And this can go on however many. A lot of manual interaction, though. Do you plan to script all of that? No, right now I'm setting it all up. And then once I set it up, all I'll be doing is setting the frame range and then clicking render, which is less than I do for Blender. For the Blender workflow, it's even more because I have to export it out of Unreal, bring it into Blender, reassign the materials, and then I can finally click the render buttons. This is going to make it so I still have to click the render buttons, and I still have to set up the. I'm just basically bypassing the entire material stuff. Everything else still needs to be done the same. Still need to set up the frame rate, not the frame rate, the frame range, and still need to do click the render button. Yep. Okay, let's do so this is working for everything I want. Trying to think. Okay, so now that we have this, right, if I click render local, it gives me let me take a look at the naming actually. Camera actor. So that's first thing. So let me go to what I had things named before. Files, characters. Right, so I just had it be whatever it is, underscore. It doesn't really matter, but the main one here is. This is not even the right one. This is the old system. Hold on. Let me go to the. What's the new character enemy? You. Yeah, so just have name underscore okay, this is the name of the attack, and then I had the image sequence fully because it did all four or all together, and then I had to split it up. That's right. So what I need to do, because I can render all together, but how do I bring it into a sprite? I mean, I guess it should be able to be done if I name it where camera A, B, C, D, right? Then it will still be in order, and I can split it up in a sprite and give it a rename. No, you're good. You're good. I appreciate the offer. So what we want to do is change the name of the camera to camera actor. So this is going to be cam A, and there'll be cam B, C, D, etc. So it'll be cam A dot. Why is it dot character sprite? Because that is the name of this. So this is going to be beauty, or I guess diffuse is what it's actually called, and this is normal. So it'll be camera A dot diffuse dot number. That should be fine. Could I, though, put it in a folder? So I want to do n slash and d slash. Let's try it. N slash didn't work. D slash did. Why the n slash didn't work? Why did this not work? It's the same setup. It's a different letter. What? These are in the right place. But these are not. So dear God, my eyes. I can turn the 3D model 2 on using one camera setup. I could. The problem with that is if I change the frame range, like the animation, let's say, is 100 frames, so now I need to offset all of the other ones as well, versus setting up all cameras and just setting it render all cameras same frame range. It's just, from the user perspective, it's easier to just click the one button to render versus having to adjust every next camera angle, basically, for it when it rotates. That is how I do it in Blender, but in Unreal with this, it's better this way. So why does this not work for the file name? Can I do like slash n slash? No. Hi. Why is it like that? Why can't I put these in a folder? What if I called it something else? Is it just not like the word letter N? Why? Diffuse is going in the right place. Why is this not going in the right place? Like, it's not the end of the world. I wanted to separate it, and it kind of is, but I don't like it. Backslash. No, doesn't make any difference. Oh, because of this, I think. Instead of using this, I think it's using this. Because it's a post-processed material one. Aha! Got him! There you go. Got him! There's all my diffuse. There's all my normal. Okay. Great. So that's working now. Now, we need to get in the cameras. So By the way, if you're wondering why the sky and everything here looks the way it does, it's just because I have the directional lights off. So none of the sky atmosphere is working. That's the only reason. Okay. So what I want to do is snapping 45 degrees. Can I... If I did this and then I put it back under... Okay, I can keep it in the right place. Good. So what we do here is... This gives me the 90. This, then copy you. Paste all of them. There's all our cameras. Throw this under here. Kill all the extra roots. There's all our stuff. So now you can rename these to be camera B, C, etc. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I can also do cam 1 through 8. You know what? Let's do cam 1 through 8. Just because it's going to be easier for my stupid little head to be like, oh yeah, direction 4 is, you know, however many. Versus thinking like, okay, which one's D? A, B, C, D. All right. So let's make it like this. I would do like south, southwest, etc., but that doesn't. I mean, I could actually. It would still be alphabetical, and I know the order, but this way it maintains clockwise order. You know, I had it something like that, Sajivu, but when in a sprite you're setting up all the sections, it's better to just have them all be clockwise. And when you put in the words like front, left, etc., it's not alphabetical, so the order will be different. And to make it the order like this, I'm just keeping it as a number. So now we can see the preview there. It's good. The one downside to this is if I want to change all of them to be, for example, like fit the character and more, it'll be a little more of a challenge. Right? If I change the ortho width, then I mean, I guess I just up all of them at once. I guess it's not that big of a deal. One thing I will need to figure out is I need to somehow maintain the pixel size of the character no matter how big I scale it. So if if on this camera, right, I made the character smaller, I need this area to still be however many pixels I decided. So I'm gonna need to figure out the math for that. By me figure out the math for that, I really mean I'm gonna need to ask AI to tell me the math for that. Have a good night, Guts. You don't have to apologize. Get some rest, get some sleep. Thanks for stopping by. But before we do that, let's go ahead and come in here. And throw all of these cameras in. So theoretically now, if I go ahead and just come here and hit render local, it will do everything. Now, my computer wasn't happy. And for some reason, my computer is still not happy. Are we okay? Still dropping frames? No, I think, okay, now I think we're good. So definitely probably not going to be doing that on stream very much. My computer really wanted to use all the resources. But now, inside this folder, I should have cam 1, right? Then cam 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, do I have them backwards? In my normal order? I usually go... Oh, it's freaking counterclockwise. Ah, it's counterclockwise. I don't want counterclockwise. I want clockwise. Damn it. I want this to be... This is 2. Oh, the camera needs to be... I'm basing it off where he's facing. So this is actually camera 2. This is camera 3. 4. 5 is correct. 6. 7. I'm used to basically going with him forward, bottom left, left, up, right, right, and bottom right. Okay. Good. Next. How do I figure out the scale thing? I guess let's just confirm that this is all working. Also, let's go ahead and kill the directional light. Let me just make this like 1 frame. I'm gonna set it to be 1 frame long, so that way my computer doesn't die every time. Done. It's done already. Oh, I guess it was too short. Okay, let's do 2. Render. There we go. That'll do 1 frame. Okay. Wasn't too many drop frames this time because of it. So now, if we take a look. Yeah, look at that. See? That is looking pretty well here. The background is interesting. I think the background's from the sky sphere. I probably can kill that. Sky sphere. Let's go over here, here, here. I don't need volumetric clouds. I guess. Can I delete for multiple at once? Volumetric clouds can go away. Height fog can go away. Atmosphere can go away. Do I not delete polymetric counts? I did. Oh, freaking only deleted from one of them? Yeah. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'll keep the directional light there just in case I want to re-enable it. But I wonder if that will change how this appears. So to remove the kind of the background. Let's go ahead and give it a whirl. A few more frame. Gone. There you go. No, still the same. It doesn't really matter. But it doesn't need to be in the scene. To be fair. Okay. It could be because, now I think about it, it's camera space. Oh, camera is rotating. So if I made it view space, I'm just curious. Nope. It doesn't matter. Okay, whatever. Okay, so how do I figure out the math on here? Because I'd want to keep all characters consistent, right? So, figure out the math, we do this. I'm using an orthographic camera set to 200 ortho width. When I increase or let's say when I increase the ortho width to, let's say, 300, how much do I scale the render so that whatever was being rendered is the same number of pixels tall? Scale the render resolution proportionally. Yes. Wait, what? Old ortho 200, new ortho is 300. Oh, so it's literally just I wanted to make sure. Okay, so if the new ortho width is 2000, then it's 10x. Yep. Okay. The other one that I want to do is lining up to the floor. But I guess it's probably gonna be half. It's just gonna be half of whatever it is. So if I move over, so right now it should be like 100, technically. So if the ortho width is 400, then I believe this needs to be 200 because it's half. Yeah. So it should be very easy for me to adjust as needed. So select all the cameras. Let's say I want it to be 500, so because he's doing some really tall animation where he has his arm way up in the air. Because ortho width is 500, this is at 250, so now he's on the floor. And then whatever animation fits above. Okay. So that all checks out. Now, here's something that we haven't talked about yet, and that's still something that I want to figure out, is what is the actual size of this guy in the end? So let me just change the sprite here to be bottom center. And let me change where is the I'm looking for the pixels per unit. That's what I was looking for. It's a 1.0, so I didn't realize. So if I was to put him here, right, he is relatively small. So what we really probably want to do is set it to be 2 pixels per unit. No, half, other way around. So we're looking at 0.6, 0.65. And then the question becomes, six, 2, 6, 3. So he's somewhere around there. The question becomes, how high res or low res do we want the character to be? Basically. So what we could do, right, is we can render at different resolution. Right now I'm rendering 125 by 125. I could render at double that. Now I don't want to render any, I don't think I want any more detail. If anything, I might want less detail. So if I was to render at 100 by 100, let's say, up. Let's do a size comparison. I'm just setting things up on my side, so I just do one of these. This is going to be 125. Apply. Create sprite. Up. I'll deal with the sizing and all that later. Let's do masked lit sprite. There you go. Okay. So this is, it looks so, it's kind of a bit different with and without the normal map. Is there going to be a way of me doing... Why does unlit make him look so white? I don't know. Okay, well, let's go with that. So this is 125. Let's do a render of 100. Oh, didn't really remove the other one in the scene. Go ahead and get move this guy out of the way. Let's move this one out of the way. Sorry, a few more drop frames. To make it easy, we're just going to take you, move it over, and just apply a different sprite. Let's do bottom center, bottom center. I can get these on the same elevation. Oh, is it because I have the sequencer open? Oh, never noticed this. I don't really do much with sequencer. Why did it? Okay. I guess sequencer is messing with the stuff. Okay, so, oh, but it's also going to scale it. So we need to adjust for that. Because obviously the more pixels, the taller it'll be. So let's do scale here. So let's do these. I just really want a comparison here. Okay. What do we like more? Which direction do we want to go? So, looking at the two of them, the right one, right, you can start seeing the hand detail here. And you get a little more definition here. And honestly, the shapes just in general work better here, right? If I look at this, and that doesn't work great compared to here. Now, obviously, the animation could be a little at a different point in time. Because, right, you still see a little here versus you don't see anything here. This is the 125. This is the 100. So I think I'm leaning more towards the higher frames than the lower frames. Let's do one at 150. So it'll be a little more this time. And let's see if the 150 feels better or worse. It's around here. I'll put it on the side. Okay, so you can really see the detail on this one compared to here. So I think this one is, let me move it here. This one I think is too low. I think you lose pretty much mostly everything on this one. So I'm going to get rid of this, which is the 100. Then looking between these two. They're at a different point of the animation sequence. So it's not an exact one-to-one. I don't know how it would be possible to have the animation render at exactly the first frame of the animation sequence. I don't know if that's possible to do. But for whatever reason, it is not, even though I tell it not to do any warm-ups or anything like that. I don't see a huge difference between the two. I will say. And I do see a little more detail here. But in terms of the overall shapes, I feel like they're both in a good spot. So I am tempted to go with less then. So if I had to choose, I would go with the 125. This is the 150. So with the original size that I said, basically. I think you get enough of resolution. It does not scream that it is not accurate in terms of size and proportions. Now, I want to see how it actually fits, because this is the one. I want to see how this fits with the actual game right now. So this right now is size here. So if I go to you, I'm going to just migrate. Sure, we can save that. It's going to go under to sprite converter. Okay. So, save this. Swap to the main project. And let's take a look at what that guy looks like. He's considerably more higher res than this, I will say, right? Where's my mesh volume? Oh, you're super tall. I guess I just need to just move you guys out of the way.
Stream paused. Don't worry, the shampoo ad isn't plot relevant.
We'll take a look at after the ads. Add the comparison, but you're going bye-bye. Compared to this, then you one's a lot more detailed, huh? Quite a bit more detailed. I'm glad we're getting this all working now. The other thing I was looking at, the main reason why well, not the main reason. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this, one is it's easier once it's set up, but two is the lighting reflections and stuff of that off of the Blurry camera. What? Why? What? The reflections off the armor. What? Yoo-hoo? Is it because I go too far on the side? Is that what that is? Is that why it's happening? Hold on. It's cause it's focusing on the center. It's not focusing on me. It's focusing in the center. And when I move too far to the side, I guess it just really doesn't like this side. Okay. Okay. I'll think about it. Ads are almost done though. Okay, so let's go find our new thing. Thank you. There's our testing. Bam. Okay, size is wrong for what I've been using so far. But looks quite different, huh? So this should all still work. Right. Yep. So this is more accurate than this. I don't know why this one's different. Am I using a different sprite? Oh, this one's, I think, is not being affected by lighting. I think this is the old version. No, this one has the normal map. Oh, it's set to masked unlit. Why is it set to masked unlit? No, I need to assign the same material as on my character. Hey, Tamil, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Let me just grab the same proper material and then just assign the same thing to both. What? What? Oh, it's because this one wants custom primitive data. That's why. There we go. Well, thank you very much. Welcome in, Arvind. Welcome in. Glad you like the content. Yeah, so now I look correct. Right now, it's the same. So this is the difference between the two. The new one is considerably taller. Why is the new one so much taller? You know what it is? It's not that it's so much taller. That's the female body. And it just happens to be, it's not that it's taller, it's just, it's more slender. So it feels taller. So it actually, like, for it to be an accurate change here. I'm gonna scale if I just scale this down. If I wanted to keep it roughly at the same size, this would be more accurate. But this is good. I think, if anything, I kind of like the bigger character of it was before. Let me do one of these. Oh, let me, before I do that. Cast shadows, please. You. So, I think that would be the new resolution. Potentially. This should allow us to get enough detail. So, because the one that I really want to be able to do is kind of the one that I showed off a little earlier when I was doing my testing. This one. I want to be able to get potentially maybe not this amount of detail, but a good amount of detail, because I think this is more detailed than this. But if I could, I need to keep myself in the center. I can't. I'm always on one side or the other. Well, I guess not on one side. I'm always on this side. And the camera's like, no, stay in the center. I'm only focusing the center. I'll turn off the autofocus. So I think that'll be the test. I wish I had a higher res character. Actually, we could do a test with a higher res character. We could totally do a test with a higher res character. Because we have the epic characters. I used to migrate one of them over. I think I just need to find the one that's maybe either the closest in aesthetic or just the most detailed. Let's see. Okay, so let's go with sure, let's go with this one. Hello? Load them up, load them up. This is still like a 5.3 project, I believe. I haven't updated it ever because there hasn't been a reason to. That just shows how long it's been working on this stuff. That's gonna be, I think mid-January will be technically, in a sense, the 2-year mark, but really not till like end of February, March. That'll be the quote-unquote 2-year mark. Okay, I gotta wait for the shaders to compile. But I was thinking of grabbing, I believe, her for testing. So that's probably going to be the most, the closest approximation. Let's grab one of the animations. It's almost done. Preparing shaders. Okay, I'm just gonna fly through here real quick just to see if I want to grab any other ones instead. No. Some of these are really broken. I see characters like this will read so much better from Unreal. Yeah, I want to go with you. And I want to what do you want to do? Let's find a random ability or something that, you know, looks kind of cool. Okay, let's something that doesn't have that much movement. You know, let's do you have a run? Ability, right mouse button forward. Let's sure. What is this? Nope. Jog forward. Sure, that works. Your cloth also does not work. So it's not that my cloth, the cloth didn't work when I tried to export it from Blender. It's just your guys' cloth just doesn't work in general. God damn it. Do I want to use a different skeletal mesh? That's your other look? Oh no, we're going with this. Never mind. It doesn't matter. For the test, it's gonna be fine. So what I want to do is probably find the jog and then migrate that. Don't save. Yep, just migrate this over. I want to put it inside of here to spray. Okay. What's this? Don't save. Let's try it. Okay, I don't need this open. Don't need you or you or you. Probably close you as well, honestly. Yeah. Reference one of the following assets. Shouldn't be. Why was that being referenced? Why was that in here? Did I accidentally drag it in? Okay. So instead of you, we have you. By the way, I don't know why the characters used to be Y forward. And she's Y forward, not X forward. Not a big deal. I can rotate her, but oh, where's your hat? Wait. Where's your hat? Well, bodies are in the physical asset but have no corresponding bones. Okay, sure. Okay, good start. What happened to your hat? It's not a big deal, but I wanted the hat. Okay, well, that's fine. I can use this as a test. Have a good night, Zebra. Thanks for stopping by. You're dropping the cutest cursor you made for your game in the computer space. Nice. Nice. It's like a heart. So this is how many frames? This is 56 frames. So knowing that, we can go to here. Go to 56. Put it at 56. Well, I guess it's 56 minus 1, so it's actually a 55. So that'll be the proper full loop. Drop it in the Discord so everyone else can appreciate the cuteness. Do it. I'll check it out. So that seems good. Let's take a look. Is there anything else I want to do? Oh, check the size. The size seems good. For the sides, all that seems good. Just move myself so you can see. Alright, seems like it fits for all of this. A little bit barely fits there. Really? Does it fit? It's being cut off, but for this test, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's do a test render. Oh, this thing gets cleared every single time. Okay. Okay, let's reset it up. No, I don't. Save queue. To yes. Yeah. So there's a memory render queue, and then we just click. This is going to be freeze a little bit. As in my stream. It wasn't too bad. All things considered, it wasn't too bad. So now we have this. So now what we should be able to do. Let's see.
Oh my god, this is so
cute. Is that you being so excited? That is adorable, though. Download it. What do I need to do to actually be able to show it? Hold on.
Oh my god, this is so cute.
That is adorable. I think that's adorable.
Oh
I agree. Very adorable. Well done. Well done. Hey, no name. Welcome. It hasn't gone up. You're doing well. Is this how many cameras the CIA had? No politics, please. Thank you. Okay, so with this, let's go to a sprites. Still save. Should be able to do this. So the naming is right, but I need to rename for that. Hold on, rename. Doesn't really matter what I'm calling it. I'm just sure it's more fun. I think I need a wind-up frame, or wind-up frames, potentially, because the first one is broken on all of them, which is odd because we didn't have this issue before. Now let's try this again. So, yeah, the first frame, yeah, it's a little corrupted. The first two. So I need to wind up, which is fine. That's good to know. Let's go ahead and do I want to do that right now? Just yeah, let's if we're going to do the proper test, then let's do the proper test. Let's go back here. Reopen you. And then wind up. Let's do 20 frames. It doesn't really matter. As long as it loops, it doesn't matter where it starts. Really? I wish I could have it start. No, it does matter where it starts, especially for attacks. I'm gonna need to look into how to do that. How to make it so the animation starts when I want it to. Okay, well that's something to keep in mind. But the warm-up does fix the problem of the visual problem. So, you know, one thing figured out. Okay. So, first of all, come here and give it an outline. Why are you transparent? What? Oh, you have motion blur. Ugh, we don't want motion blur. No. We need to get rid of motion blur. Well, this is our first test in motion, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah, how do we get rid of motion blur? Global output setting? No, global game overrides. How do you disable it? Hey, to the man, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You have a playlist for people who want to learn Unreal Engine for game dev? Yeah, it's just called go on YouTube and search UE5 and then insert whatever you want to learn. And click on the first 2 or 3 links and watch all of them. That's it. Oh, I want a game mode, right? How do I remove rendering? Oh, is it maybe under deferred render? Ah, probably here. Yeah. But no, don't turn off that motion blur. Thank you. Any motion blur. No, not wrecked. That's genuinely what I do. There's no single video because there's no. It depends on what you want to learn. Like, I can't ever give a playlist because Unreal Engine is huge. It's impossible to be like, yeah, watch this. Well, I'll give you videos for materials, but you're looking for blueprints. You know. It entirely depends on what it is that you're looking for. So that's why you just gotta search it. Okay, let's give another whirl. Oh, wrong button. No, I don't want you. I don't want you. Go away. I want you. Button's next to it. Okay. So now, there we go. That's looking better. Okay. So now we can go through here and then just. So it's every 27 frames. That's fine. A little bit annoying of a size, but it's fine. If there's a way to automate this, there probably is if somebody knows how to code in this thing. Because I guess all you need to do is go off of the frame count, divide by 8, and then go from there. Split by layer, split by tags. There we go. Output. Okay. To change this, let's go. Let's call this test D. And now we do the same thing with the normal map. It's great. It looks. It doesn't look great, guys. Just absolute amazing. Totally gonna have no issues with it, I'm sure. Dear God. Something tells me this needs to be view and not camera, because the left and right should never change. Green should always be on the left, red always on the right. Is it always on the left and always on the right? It is. I think it is. I think just the background changes, and that threw me off. Yeah, I think it is. It's definitely the most interesting background I've done. Okay, export. And now, let me just move this to content, and then let's move this also here. Okay. Let's do. I'll put you inside of here. Textures. So you need to be normal map and flip green. And then for all the sprites, we want under sprite, bottom center. What was the pixels per unit that we chose? I think it was like 0.65. That. I can always go back and adjust it. Okay, so there's our sprites. Let's do sprite lit. Let's sprite material. Oh, this is backwards. I named them in order, but I wasn't actually looking at what it says. Or did I make it face the wrong way? I might have rotated the wrong way. They should all be probably negative 90. Left, up, left. Up. So, I mean, this one probably wasn't the best test. I will be honest. Just because she is quite noisy. Right? Especially here, because she has transparency. So, the transparency doesn't work great. But that's a good test. Cast shadows, and then we'll turn on the directional light. Right, because if you look at here, this is the problem. This thing had transparency. And so it has caused issues. If it wasn't transparent, this probably would be fine. Although her hair also has issues. So, you know, some things will definitely need to be figured out. Legs are fine. But let me just double check your scale. 0.63. Not you. Shouldn't really matter that much as well. So the main thing here this is a good test of things. It wasn't really happy with the hair. And sword is fine, right? Anything solid, it's fine. It wasn't happy with what's going on here either. Again, this has a lot of kind of detail that I think is going to cause issues. So, it's hard to say. It is hard to say. Let's do one of these. Just confirm that the neural map is working. Seems like it. Yeah, seems like it's working. Oop. Okay. Couple of things I want to see with this. Just also this resolution of the character. It honestly might be too much. The pixel resolution might be too high. Maybe I do need to like lower it. I think for her, it's too much because I think she's taller. I think is she taller than Manny? Is that what the problem is? No. No, she's not. So what was the problem? Why does she seem... I think it's probably the fact that he's very clean. Or I guess this female model. She's very clean. And she has a lot of detail on her. So the detail doesn't read as well. But that's okay. That, I think, from here we can play around with the resolution and all that stuff. The main thing is we have a setup. But the last thing I need to figure out, right, is back up. I need you to be here. And also, I need you... Why is your camera, like, in here? It used to be in here. Huh. It was like, wasn't it out behind further? Oh, yeah, like that. What? Wait, why is this one? The hell? Do I want to know? Probably not. Probably don't want to know. Gravity off. Collisions off. Basically needs to happen for it to work with my setup. Okay. We'll play around with it, but let's see if I can quickly find out if there's a way around what I want. So, in UE5, let's go. What I have. I'm trying to render out a character animation. How can I guarantee that the starting frame of the render is the starting frame of the animation? Is it possible? Hopefully it is. If it's not, we might have a problem that I didn't think about until the end. Absolutely possible to ensure that the first render frame of the movie matches the starting pose frame of your character animation in the level sequence. Common concern because of simulations and all that. Get the correct frame range in the sequencer and a mark cue in your level sequence. Set the playback start green marker to the exact frame where your animation begins. Yep. Extend your animation track skeleton mesh to start at or before this time. Add camera cuts and bind your camera across the entire range. Custom playback range if needed. So start frame to match your sequence start inclusive. That doesn't... Hey Navench, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Good morning to this part of the world. Welcome. Welcome. And the warm-up setting to your job. Well, that doesn't. Well. But if I do pre warm up, or just try to render immediately, the first frame doesn't identical each time. Engine warm up versus render warm up. Pure pose evaluation is usually deterministic and identical, but if your scene includes any of those no. Disable temporal features. I feel like it wasn't consistent because of the warm up. Well, hold on. This warm up is. Yeah, the only warm up settings here are just number of warm-up frames, but that still plays during this. Tell me if you have a solution to this. You're trying to build on 5.6 and 5.7 with the latest version of PCGEX, but it gives you an error compile. I couldn't help you with PCGEX. You need to ask in the PCGEX Discord. I haven't used PCGEX in a while. I don't know. Okay, well, I'll need to figure out how to change this. There's only one warm-up setting in the movie render. What's it called? Graph, I think, and it plays the animation during that. Uses combines them into one, prioritizing playing the animation, which helps the character pose to settle correctly if there's motion leading in, but I don't want that. Increase the warm-up frames dramatically. This gives more time for everything to... disable temporal features. The temporal features are not the problem, it's the animation is the problem. Send your level sequence backwards. Add 5200 frames before the visible start with animations. No, the look isn't the problem. It's purely that I want the first frame of the animation to be the first frame. Yes, Tim on PCGEX, but he said that there's not much he can help with as the error does not specify exact issue. Yeah. He's the only one that could be able to help. He's the one who creates the thing. Unfortunately. Not unfortunately that he's the only one, but he's making it. Unfortunately that's the situation where, yeah, if you don't know what the error is, it's kind of hard to fix it. So let me just try out of curiosity. I'm going to, because this seems like it's, I'm going to do a quick test where I'm going to do the level sequence, and I'm going to set it to be right It's effectively only 1 frame. And then you. I'm going to tell you to only do the 1 frame. So it's going to be hard to tell on this one, though. Well, I guess as long as the right foot, right, is all the way down, it should be correct. So yeah, it's moving. There you go. So it is moving. Oh, actually, hold on. That is the right frame, isn't it? Hold on. I want to see something. Maybe it is fine. Well, there's an easier way of testing this. Do this. And then I'm just going to quickly change the warm-up time to be 5 frames. And then render again. Okay, there we go. No. No, it's correct. No. No, it's not correct. It's not correct. Test B, test A. Yeah, the warm-up frames, screw me. Gah. Sorry, video about the upcoming changes on the channel. Wish the best of luck with the. And for that, I hope you enjoy making the new videos. Thank you. Hopefully. So basically, what I'll need to do is probably go into whatever the animation is. Right. And then, oh, I see what's going on. I think 20 and 0 are the same, pretty much. There's slightly difference, but like it loops, right? Like 18 or something. So what I'll need to do is basically go into, for the foot, go into the animations and then give it a offset or a warm-up time equivalent to the animation time. That's what I'll need to do. I was really hoping not to need warm-up time. But it seems like I need warm-up time. Just in general. It's weird. It looks fine. But when we did the other one, it didn't render fine. I see the other character. It's funny. I don't know. I'll need to play around with it. Hopefully I can get around with just having no warm-up time. Or we'll figure something out. Or I guess the figuring out is the fact that I'm going to make it so the warm-up time is that time of the animation that I want to loop. Not ideal, but it's not like it's super insanely long animations for the most part. Some of them are like 100 something frames. Also, I don't know. Ooh. I would also need to figure out if the warm-up time in frames is based off of the frame rate. Because if it's 100 frame animation and I'm rendering every 15 frames is a second, does that mean that I should delay it half by 50 frames? Because there's going to be 50 frames and 30 FPS animation? I don't actually know. So there's a few things to figure out, but we figured out the majority of the stuff, which is awesome. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Tomorrow, I probably won't be revisiting this tomorrow. I think we figured out pretty much everything I need to for now. So I think for now, that's going to be it on this. So we'll go back to normal game dev stuff tomorrow. So, yay! Nice and quick. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll see you all tomorrow for some more fun and games. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye!